Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So now we move on to the chapter 1, Introduction to the Information Technology. Alright, so the outcomes, students should be able to define what is information system, information technology, describe the history of IT, and also discuss the usage of IT in information agency. So this is the course content that we are going to cover today. Then let's get started. So IT, or information technology, plays an important role to support information agencies carry out its mission. So information technology is a subset of the information system. Okay. So information system is system that use information technology to capture, transmit, store, retrieve, manipulate, or display information used in one or more business process. Okay, this process, alright, we call as a information technology. So information system, when you use this technology to capture, transmit, store, retrieve, and manipulate or display information, so it's called as a information system. And then information system also provides data collection, storage, and retrieval. It also facilitates the transformation of data into information and the management of both data and information. Okay, so data versus information. I'm pretty sure that all of you being exposed about data, information, knowledge, and wisdom from part 1 until now. So data is a collection of raw, unprocessed facts, figures, and symbols that do not give any meanings towards that. Okay, Jashira might be a brand, might be a people's. Okay, Apple might be a fruits, or might be a brand of certain technology and so on. While for information is a data that has been organized and processed to convey understanding, experiences, accumulated learning, and expertise. Okay. So information technology refer to both the hardware and software that are used to store, retrieve, and manipulate information. That is information technology. Alright. And then this is the component of the IT system. Okay, IT system consists of people, data, and information, and also the process itself. This is the component: CPU, input, output, okay, storage, software, and also communication device. So let's go to the phase of the IT development. Alright, so as an history, in 1980s, computer was integrate a circuit on a single chip is available and affordable for consumer. Alright, in 1981, so the first IBM personal computer was released. And in 1983, Windows was introduced, followed by Apple Macintosh a year after. So IT capability become more advanced. Previously, computer used 24 megabyte RAM, but currently more than 4 gig, 8 gig, or in fact we do have up to 512 gig. Okay, nowadays. So IT changed from single computer to network of computer, allowing access to the database. And then information technology has brought internet, and people use the web as a primary choice for communication and seeking information. IT also allow the business available both in reality and cyber world. In fact, nowadays the current trend of e-commerce, okay, take a place of the business process. Alright, and big companies in the IT industry, example Microsoft, IBM, Intel, Cisco, and more. Okay. So now, IT improve the information agency. So we look at on the usage of IT in the information agencies. So in information agencies, specifically for library, museum, and archive, refer to any agency that specializes on information work such as creating, collecting, storing, processing, managing, preserving, and disseminating of information and knowledge. So the organization that involved with this kind of activities we call as information works. Okay. So types of information agencies, this is the types of information agencies. We do have library, archive, record center, museum, gallery, memorial, and also data administration and office environment. So the three information agencies that will be discussed, as I mentioned before, we will focusing on the library, museum, and archive. Right, library. Okay, this is as a revision for you all. So I'm very sure that all of you know what is library, museum, and archive is all about. So we just go sepintas lalu. Okay, we just go directly to, you can just refresh your mind. Okay, what is library, museum, and archive is all about. So definition one is library is a collection or group of collection of books and other printed or non-printed materials organized and maintained by use for use. Okay, we use for reading, consultation, study, research, and so on. And then Odlis also define library as the room, building, or facilities that houses such a collections. Okay, so these 5 types of library, I hope that you already familiar with this term. Okay, hope no one do any mistake regards to this type of library. Okay, as you claim you are information management students, you can go advanced for the technology, but bear in mind you also should know the most basic ones, okay, related to the library environment. All right, we do have national library, academic library, school library, public library, and also special library. So library function, okay, the first one is acquire, store, and preserve printed and non-printed materials for reference purpose. Okay, people come to the library and want to find the materials or the suitable information that might suit to their needs. Okay, and then selecting and organizing a complete information collection to meet user needs. Okay. And then library also have the function of assist user to access accurate information fastly. Okay, it's not only find the information in the fast way, but also we have to make sure that information that we get is the most current one. Okay, and assist any formal and informal education. In fact, when you want to learn about the information skill, either you want to have any session regards to the APA MLA style, so library will have that kind of service. So the use of computer application and information technology in library is called library automation. Alright, which is the organization of machine handling of routines or operations requiring minimal human intervention. Okay. Done with the library, now move on to the archive. Okay, is an organized collection of the non-current records retained permanently or for designated times of periods. Designated periods of time. By the originator or the successor for their permanent historical, informational, evidential, legal, administrative, or monetary value. It also can be considered as the building itself, okay, facility or other the houses can and archival collection based on at least 2014. So 2 types of archive, public archive and also private archive. Remember, library do not have the private library term yet. I'm not sure either it will come in the near future, but for the time being there is no private library. You don't classify library under private library. Okay, because some of the students they having the confusion. Okay, when we ask about the types of library, one of they just put private library. It's not true. Okay, it's false. All right, so hope you take it as a serious one lah, because you will lose your mark. Okay, if you answer the question private library. Okay. So archive function is retained for legal purposes for a specific period of time. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 25 years. Okay, you can just ask your lecturer, okay, who teach you on the archival institution. Okay, keeps an evidence of the existence, functions, and operations of the institution or organization that generated them. Okay, now is museum. Okay, based on at least 2014, also said that museum is a publicly or privately funded non-profit institution whose primary function is the preservation and display of collection of physical artifacts and specimens for the purpose of education, scholarship, and enjoyment. Okay, this is the reason why we should have a museum, okay, within the country itself, so we can expose our cultural heritage, okay, that meant for the specific targets out in here. Okay, so 5 types of museum that we have. We do have general museum, natural history or natural science museum, art museum, history museum, and also science and technology museum based on Encyclopedia Britannica 2014. So the function of the museum is to identify, acquire, preserve, and exhibit unique collectible or representative object. So the things that we just not only we preserve, but we also have to identify if there is any other valuable materials or valuable document that should be preserved by the museum. Okay, and then provide experience through display where visitor can make connection between content and ideas. Okay, so certain museum do provide a staff, okay, to explain each of every parts, each of the display in the museum itself. Okay, and then serve as a memory institution for culture. Definitely, okay, we cannot deny it. All right, for culture, for our history, okay, and support formal and informal learning and also research. So the seven usage of IT in information agencies, okay, finish with that three things. So we move on to the seven usage of IT in information agencies. Okay, we will talk about the integrated online library system, automated reference service, virtual information access, optical technology, electronic resources, interactive multimedia, and also imaging technology. Alright, so SN definition for the integrated online library system, what is it? Okay, this is a system that share common database to perform basic function of a library. Okay, so all system modules are linked with each other. Example of the module, this one. Okay, these all the modules are linked between each other. Let's say you ask for the books that might be at the cataloging department, which is they do not have a time at that moment, okay, to catalog the material. So in the OPAC system, they will display at the cataloging area. So you as a user, might be you want to use that materials in the faster way, so you can just request to the library itself. Okay, so that's why they interrelated with each other, so you can know, and then you can trace that where the location of real materials is being. Okay, and then function is system can be bibliographic storage and retrieval system for catalog. Okay, circulation, serial and acquisition, record, and network system allow a library to manage internal and external database resources. So there are two types of system. We do have single application system, contain single module, example circulation system. Okay, under circulation system itself, they have another sub module. Alright, so sub module is meant for the circulation only. They not go publicly to the other department or the other module, such as acquisition and so on. So people from acquisition cannot access what the system contains in the circulation module, for example. Okay, and also integrated application system contain many module in one system, example ilmu system. Okay, so integral online system also, this is the main module, okay, in integrated application system. This is the main module. We do have, based on the organization itself, if they have a few 5 departments, so basically they will have 5 module. All right, so we do have acquisition, cataloging, circulation, serial, and also reference system and subsystem of the library integrated system. This one, library as a whole. So within the library as a whole, this one, okay, you put here system, cataloging, circulation, and also reference. Within reference, this one, okay, this function or this sub module only fall under circulation system, meaning that person from acquisition, cataloging, and reference cannot access to this. Alright, so this is the authority of the circulation system. So example, this one is ilmu, okay, by UITM, University Technology Mara, okay. And then we do have KOHA, USM. I don't think so. They might choose using virtual, if I'm not mistaken. You can just double check after this. And then this is one is an example of the VTLS, University Tunku Abdul Rahman, use VTLS. And then Gerai Advanced, okay, so funded in 1971. This is the, what we call as a among the new system that being used. Okay, and then Gerai Library, Gear Act Library Information System GLIS was introduced in 1977. So by 1993, Gear Act had advanced installed in the 48 North American location as well as the additional international location. So the system include acquisition, authority control, cataloging, circulation, materials, booking, OPAC, series, and also other module. This one, okay, this is just the plain one, alright, compared to this one. Okay, you can just see that there are the function or the interface, okay, is more interactive compared to the previous one. Okay, Then Cersei Dinix, also we do have a Cersei Dinix, okay, formed by the merger of the Dinix Corporation and the Cersei Corporation in June 2005. So the company is based in Lehi, Utah. It was brought up by Vista Equity Partners in December 2006, a private equity firm based in the San Francisco, California. Okay, then Bill Davidson was named Succeeding CEO in October 2011. So in January 2015, ICV Partners announced the acquisition of Succeeding from the Vista Equity Partners, and then Succeeding system can be used to link numerous libraries and provide access to the single portal. Okay, so this will become a single portal, so everybody can just find the information from here. So for example, this one for the all libraries, so they will list, okay, which library do have this kind of collection. Then Horizon, okay, this one Horizon is also the library service, maintain an online catalog of book, periodical and other media items. Okay, keep track of the item borrowed from your library and the people who have borrowed them, as well as due date and find you. Okay, so the process of information about the new item your library buys. Okay, this one you can also search if you want to buy any materials regards to your library. You can also go for Horizon and then find out. Okay, either you can just directly order or not. And then Greenstone is one of the open source, okay, developed by the New Zealand Digital Library Project at the University of Waikato. Alright, distributed in the cooperation with UNESCO and Humanities Library Project Romania. And then building and distributing digital library collection, and also organizing information and publishing it on the web or on removable media such as DVD, USB and USB flash drive. Okay, finish with the integrated library management system, this one. Okay, all the examples. Okay, now we go to the automated reference service. So how they provide the reference service, all right? So definition is a network of expertise, human intermediation and resources placed at the disposal of user in the online environment. So how they are going to give their service in the online environment? Or other similar term is might be we call as a, so automated reference service could be same with the digital reference, chat reference, e-reference, online reference, and also virtual reference. Okay, so the function is to guide, educate, assist library user over the internet. Example, as a librarian, chat with librarian, for instance. Okay, so types of service, we have web form created for digital reference service in order to help the patron be more productive in asking questions, and then check using commercial application resemble the commercial help desk application. You can just type in, hello, I'm Jashira from UIT Rembau, so I would like to ask a question if you do have this kind of material, blah blah blah. So you just can directly contact, okay, in the typing. Okay, you can just type in just the same thing you chat with your friends. All right, and then check using instant messaging that I have mentioned before, used by some libraries as a low cost mean of offering chat based reference. This one is an example of the as a librarian. And then we go to the virtual information access. Alright, virtual information access allow patron of information agencies to access and share online resources via their website. Example, Social Science Information Gateway. It is a freely available internet service which aims to provide information for students, academics, researchers, and practitioners in the social science, business, and law. So you can just go for SOGIC to find the information over there, or informationr.net, for example. Okay. Next is optical technology. The technology of representing and transmitting information as being of light instead of electrical current. For example, wireless optical mouse and wireless keyboard. I'm sure you all of you know how to use it. So this the term, okay, that reflect to this kind of material is actually optical technology. Then electronic resources, okay, is a general term for electronic information stored online in CD-ROM and on database. So CD-ROM for academic books. And the next one is interactive multimedia. Okay, any package of materials that includes some combination of text, graphics, image, animation, video, and audio. And also, for example, computer games to anticipate the user need instead of responding in a prescribed way. Okay, that is called as interactive multimedia. There is a lot of things involved with the interactive multimedia. In fact, multimedia component, okay, you know the the types of multimedia itself. Okay, can be anything. Okay, include the sounds, music, video, so it group together and become a multimedia. All right, so never mind, later on you will learn in your Cik Zahlani class if I'm not mistaken. All right. And then imaging technology, okay, is the application of materials and methods to create, preserve, or duplicate information. For example, we have computer graphic, microfilm, micrographic, drawing, film, and also painting. Okay, paint. That's all for this week. If you guys have any question, we can just have a session after this. You can just Google me over there. All right. Thank you, you all. Assalamualaikum.